Welcome to the A to Z Trivia Challenge. You will find 26 general knowledge questions, each one starting with a different letter of the alphabet. If you're not sure of the answer, make sure to check the handy visual clue. You have 14 seconds to answer each question, but feel free to pause anytime you like. If you're not sure, hopefully you can learn something new. If you're ready, then let's get quizzing. Beginning with A, who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? That was Amelia Earhart. Beginning with B, in what country would you find the Kingston Oval Cricket Stadium? That is Barbados. Beginning with C, who was the first wife of Henry VIII? That was Catherine of Aragon. Beginning with D, which TV character first seen in 1963 was most recently played by Nkuti Gatwa? That is Doctor Who. Beginning with E, what African country was the first ever to qualify for a Men's Football World Cup? That is Egypt. Beginning with F, actor Nicolas Cage is the nephew of what famous director? That is Francis Ford Coppola. Beginning with G, Simone Biles is famous for her skill in what sport? That is gymnastics. Beginning with H, Troy Bolton and Gabriela Montez are the two main characters in what 2006 Disney movie? That is High School Musical. Beginning with I, of what tribe was Boadicea the head? That was the Iceni tribe. Beginning with J, who shot Lee Harvey Oswald, the assassin of John F. Kennedy? That was Jack Ruby. Beginning with K, which electronic music band has a name that means power station in German? That is Kraftwerk. Beginning with L, who is famous for historically riding naked on horseback through Coventry, England? That is Lady Godiva. Beginning with M, who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? That was Marie Curie. A huge thank you to all of our subscribers. We're blown away that 30% of you already subscribed. If you're enjoying this quiz, please hit like and subscribe to help the channel grow, and you can see when new quizzes are launched. Now, let's jump straight back into the quiz. Beginning with N, in what year did the UK's lease on Hong Kong expire? That was 1997. Beginning with O, what is the largest bird in the world? That is the ostrich. Beginning with P, who co-founded Microsoft alongside Bill Gates? That was Paul Allen. Beginning with Q, which bird's eggs are considered a delicacy in many parts of the world? That is the quail. Beginning with R, which football team have won the most European Cup/Champions League trophies? That is Real Madrid. Beginning with S, which TV show introduced us to Miranda Hobbs and Samantha Jones? That is Sex and the City. Beginning with T, who was the first American to win a Nobel Peace Prize? That was Theodore Roosevelt. Beginning with U, when referring to things like hypodermic needles, what does the prefix of hypo mean? That is under. Beginning with V, which automotive giant owns the luxurious Bentley brand? That is Volkswagen. Beginning with W, where was Napoleon finally defeated in 1815? That was Waterloo. Beginning with X, in botany, what is the water conducting tissue of vascular plants? That is the xylem. Beginning with Y, Steve Chen, Chad Hurley and Jawed Karim founded what website in 2005? That was YouTube. And beginning with Z, Southern Rhodesia was the former name of what country? That was Zimbabwe. So, what was your score? Please leave your score and thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this quiz, please like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. Look out for more general knowledge quizzes coming soon. Thank you and see you for the next quiz.